Hello guys, welcome back to another mock test video. This one is going to have 4 minor faults and I think we've got 3 serious faults. For the first part of this, I'm going to say maybe the first... I'm going to speed it up, right? So it's not going to take long to see the faults, but in real time when we were doing the test, there was an awful lot of good stuff at the beginning here, a lot of stuff that was just bang on. Things got a little bit hairy when we came in towards the town. Some of the bigger roundabouts caused some problems. So we're going to dive straight in. I'll do some fast forwarding of this clip until the first fault. As always guys, please do like this video, hitting that little thumbs up button. Most people who watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so if you like these videos and you're not subscribed, hit the button. Doesn't cost you anything, helps us out as a channel. And also feel free to share with your friends, send them the link, even if they're learning with a different driving school, it might help them out for their test as well. Right guys, let's jump straight into the first fault. Now there's going to be a blue car on the left here. They get a little bit too close to it, see there? So that was a minor fault. Now I think they realised that themselves because they had the same scenario with the red car, but instead of trying to squeeze through, this time you'll see that they hold back and they keep their distance from the car. So I've marked that one as a minor fault, and I think that's purely because they seem to have learned their lesson for the next one. Sorry about the quality of the image here, it was a bit rainy today, so it was a wee bit blurry as the wipers were going back and forward. Coming up to a mini roundabout, the instruction was to turn right, and the fault that you're about to see here, or at least take my word for it because you won't see it, the right indicator went on too early and there was a road on the right that might have misled a car for. Minor fault. Now we're coming along to the roundabout. They've positioned themselves in the right hand lane. They're wanting to take a right turn, 4th exit for Eastport, and they get themselves in the perfect lane here, the inside lane. Now this lane lets you do lots of different things. It lets you leave at the 3rd exit, which is straight ahead of you from here, albeit you'd be on the right lane, or it gives you another 3 options. Right, let's just pause it for a second and show you what you can do. Here's what you're allowed to access. 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. There's 4 lanes that you can access. Here's the one that we should have taken. But if you watch what actually happens, the learner decides to take the inside lane. So that is not going to get them where they want to go. So the good news is it's a lane that was accessible to them. So a minor fault, not serious. It just meant that they weren't going to get themselves to the place that they wanted to go. So for that reason, it's been marked as a minor fault for planning. So what they do here is they come back over to the left lane for normal driving. That was a good idea. And what I says to them was, find a way of getting yourself back on track. In other words, find a route that would take you back and we'll try again. Now, if you know this area, there's a couple of different ways that they could have done this, but they decide to move over into the right-hand lane and to use these traffic lights to turn right. Now, that is one option, you could do that. There's a little roundabout down there. So, the mirror is the signal to manoeuvred over, but watch what happens. They sit at the green light stop line. They should be moving into that sort of middle section. I had to sort of give them just a little bit of a heads up that they were sat at a green light again. So the serious fault there was for not realising that they were on a green light and that they could move forward. They come down here, there's a little roundabout. They got a little bit lost at this stage and they ended up going round this roundabout. They should have had a right signal on here. Positioned a wee bit wide, but again, all of this stemmed from what we call the snowball effect. They were still a little bit lost in their head about what had happened before, and advice here really is, look, okay, you've made a mistake, move on, try not to let it make more problems for you. Not easy, that's what you got to do. So not long until we have another serious fault. It's just round the corner. Again, I can tell this learner was not concentrating as much as they should have been because they were dwelling on the faults that's already happened, and that then led them to have a bit less concentration. Up ahead you're going to see them missing a red light and coming in really late with the stop. Serious fault there. You can see the car goes over the stop line there. The next part, this is where they're trying again to take exit number 4. So the last time they came here, they used the inside lane correctly, they went round. I showed you on the screen the different arrows that they had access to, and they ended up taking the wrong exit, but it was a safe and legal exit they took. Have a look here what happens. They're on the inside lane. Now honestly at this point I really felt that they had sort of switched off, because look what happens here. They access a lane that's not accessible. Look, they cross over at that left lane. They don't have access to do that. Luckily there was no one beside them, but that's a serious fault there. It could well have been a dangerous fault if someone was there. So it was at this point that we called a stop to the mock test. The next part of the driving, I'll fast forward through, really it was just heading back towards the person's house where we had our briefing. But as well as the folks that you've seen today on this video, my advice would be this. Being ready for a driving test doesn't just mean that you're able to do the driving part. You've also got to be head ready. You've got to be ready in the mind. You've got to be mentally strong enough to carry on and not dwell on past mistakes. You've got to, the show must go on. I say this often, but I also say it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's well above my pay grade on how to control someone's brain to really truly relax and to be able to carry on after they know there's been some serious faults going on. So guys, I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.